Don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, and turn on notifications so that you will receive alerts when there are new episodes. Go get it.
That's what I tell them. I've been grinding for so long, I wake up and chase my goals. I go out and I go get it. How to code, that's all I know. I don't succeed, then I don't breathe. Success, what does it mean? If I conquer all my goals, then I'm living out my dream. Dig deep, go out and get it. Success Chronicles. Compete until it's finished. Success Chronicles. Go take care of your business. Success Chronicles. It's deeper than just winning. Success Chronicles.
About this project, man.
Yeah, so we did a mural for them by their pool, and they called us out, said they want to do something here. And when we saw this wall, this is one of those examples of it almost seemed impossible.
Yeah,
we saw the ground down low, uneven. We saw just how this wall was pretty high, and yeah, we called in an expert. We called in the people that do the lifts. They told us what we needed. And true example, you can't do stuff by yourself. So they came in, brought in the lift. They told us there was still going to be risks. They said this deal still might sink in the ground. If it rains a lot, the safety was going to be questionable. But we said, let's go for it. And since they had seen kind of our style before, they were pretty cool. When we sent them this design, it's pretty rare. They didn't ask us to change a thing. Normally, there's clients that want us to change all kinds of stuff. This one, they're like, it was cool. Let's go with it. And so we started on Tuesday, kind of Tuesday into the evening. This is day 3. We're
awesome, man.
We're hoping to be done maybe by Tuesday next week.
It's good stuff.
Devil's in the details. Or God's in the details.
There you go. And that's why you change the tip so you can be fine point on those.
Yeah, get that more exact. Yeah, some caps make it spray out really fat, and then other caps keep it where its line's a little tighter. But we still make mistakes.
Yeah.
It's all the young artists. We make mistakes all the time. The beautiful thing about paint, it dries, you can paint right over it. Especially with spray paint, you make a mistake, you can change it right away.
So what part of town are we in? We're in Austin, but we're South Austin.
This one's southeast. So we're off of the road called Montopolis. These apartments are called the Mural. And yeah, it makes you feel valued that they see the worth in beautifying the space. Even if we might be in a recession, but luckily some of these big properties, they still want art to make it look nice.
Yeah, that's dope, man. How long have you been doing this stuff, man? Like as far as like street art?
Yeah, when I first met you. What was that? 10 years ago?
Yeah.
Happy anniversary, Coach. Man, 10 years ago, I was starting to really do it on the side. And then now it's been full time, 8.5 years doing it full time. It's hard to believe, man. Time flies.
And your work is all over Austin, man. Y'all travel all over doing big murals. So I saw the deal at the movie theater, how you do the themes on the certain movies.
Right.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah. It used to be once a year they wanted a new movie mural. Now it's every 3 months. So we're starting a new one in a couple weeks. Dungeons and Dragons. Yeah, they want New Dungeons and Dragons comes out, I guess, like in March. So they like to have the mural up like a month before, kind of get some traction on the movie.
Yeah.
And you come on site, coach, to a handful.
Yeah. You know, I've been fortunate enough to, when we met, you were doing the Lil Wayne painting, and I thought that was amazing, man. I thought it was pretty neat, you know, how you did that. The big man has truly blessed you with some great talents, and we hit it off there. And man, I just remember, I think it was like the second time we had connected. Like I met you, then I had an opportunity to come to Austin, and you showed me around town with some of the other murals. And of course, my favorite was the Martin Luther King.
Yeah.
That you had. But it's really neat, like some of the big characters and Spaceman. It's dope to see those things, man. And just over the years, kind of like the hip hop artists, you know, that's our thing, our love for music. Just dope to see all of that stuff, man. So cool to see you with your growth and the progress on all of this, man.
No, I appreciate it. I feel like you've been a day one supporter, coach. Because it's definitely been a journey, you know. Like all things, I really wasn't very polished at first, and then just through more experience, more practice, getting to work with my wife now, just kind of feel like that whole evolution. Looking back at some of our early work,
Yeah.
and we kind of shudder a little bit because you can see it's pretty rough. My wife jokes and says we should have given those early clients their money back.
Well, like anything, reps make you better.
Right?
You know, the more you do stuff, the more better you get.
That's for sure. All right, let's take it up.
Awesome, man. Going up.
All the way up.
All the way up.
Yeah, that was that a Fat Joe song? All the way up. That's the theme song when we're on the lift.
Yeah.
Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up.
I'm all the way up, baby. Yeah, so cool, man.
Tell me, you got one group that you can listen to for the rest of the time. That's it. You only get one group. Who would that group be?
Hip hop
Yeah.
artist group, man, I have to go Tribe Called Quest.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah.
And the reason is, like, I love how they incorporate the old school jazz. They sampled. Like, there was a time where like sampling was really, like, I don't know, man. I think Q-Tip was before his time on the sampling with the jazz beats and all of that stuff.
Who got the jazz?
Yeah, and so I would go with Tribe. How about yourself?
Man, it's almost like I came prepared. Let me see if I get the throw your W's, throw your W's. Got my Wu-Tang socks. Yeah, I think as soon as I heard Wu-Tang, I think it was eighth grade, ninth grade. I just knew my life was gonna be different. So
The Wu, huh?
the Wu-Tang is who I choose. Yeah.
Now I know there's a couple times that they came through here through Austin and performed. Did you ever get to see them in concert?
So I saw them at two times. I saw them at that Fun Fest. Used to be this music festival. I don't know if they do it anymore. Wu-Tang came through for that, and then I saw them this summer, New York State of Mind tour. So they had Nas,
yeah,
Busta Rhymes. That was a good
And where was
show.
that here in Austin?
That was at Circuit of the Americas.
Okay.
Which I'd seen Nas and Lauryn Hill there before. That was probably one of the best concerts I've ever been to. I didn't even know Busta Rhymes was on the ticket.
Oh,
and I
what
show
a
up,
surprise.
and he comes out, and he had a short set, but he was like 1,000 miles per hour. Great energy. Man, so many hits I forgot about. That was a good show.
Yeah, he's definitely one for me that I want to see live.
He's incredible. Like some of those songs, like I obviously knew that he was rapping.
You forget he got so many hits.
And you would think in the studio when he's recording these that he must have done, 20, 30 takes to get it right. But he's a well-oiled machine. He was spitting fast, and that was crazy. The crowd went nuts.
Oh, I'm sure, man. That's the one that, like, sometime when I'm planning to work out and I really don't feel like it, I just put Busta playlist in, and that gets me going every time.
And you break your freaking neck.
Break your neck. Come on. I have to put my hands where his eyes can see.
Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, so good.
So the mellow vibe would be Bob Marley, huh?
The Robert Nesta Marley, yeah.
There you go, man. Like, I love the R&B stuff as well. That one would be more difficult for me
To pick an R&B act.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a no-brainer with R. Kelly before he got in all this trouble. Now we don't play. Man, so many of our favorites were R. Kelly, and now I feel bad turning my back, but
it's funny, man. I went to a comedy show this last week, and the comedian was talking about that too. He was like, man, don't you hate that? Like, you can't play R. Kelly music out loud no more.
true. I kind of had a weird kind of like from Michael Jackson music. It's like growing up.
Yeah, classic.
The three artists that were most influential for me: Michael Jackson, then my first cassette tape, Fresh Prince, and then shortly after was LL Cool J.
Yeah.
And so here you got the guys that define cool for me.
Yeah.
And I feel like the early catalog for Michael Jackson,
yes,
really get down on. But sometimes I feel
torn.
Stuff. I feel kind of torn on the.
Man, I didn't know, because I did Will Smith's book. I didn't know, like, Will Smith was like the first Grammy for hip hop, and like I didn't know he did all of that stuff.
Pioneer.
Yeah, and so like in his book he talked about like him touring with Run DMC and like Fat Boys, and like, I didn't know any of that stuff. That was way before social media, so we didn't know all of that.
Right. Or just how like that Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. I mean, we used to sit down and watch that as a family.
Yeah.
Like that's like, here he's a household name. I'm sure to a certain extent Run DMC would have had that too, but his kind of, I don't know, on a more family friendly tip, if you will.
Yeah.
I joke with my mom because in 4th grade, my school friends were really into that hard rock band Def Leppard.
Yeah.
And she wouldn't let me get the cassette tape for Def Leppard. One of her girlfriends must have said it's not appropriate, but she let me get Fresh Prince, which I said, thanks, Mom. You were the turning point on me getting hardcore into hip hop.
It's awesome, man. But true, that's what I was gonna say too. Like, no cussing
For Will Smith.
And
Fresh Prince.
Like, I appreciated that too, because it's the same way. Of course, like in my house, faith based. Your mom wasn't having all that nonsense rap stuff with cussing.
Right.
But like you said, Will was safe.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I definitely got caught in high school with my Ice Cube cassette tape in the car, in the family car. Mom wasn't too happy about that. Said, what you listening to this for?
That's funny, man.
When you got your mom saying all the cuss words, I was like, Mom, I know what's in there. It just doesn't feel right when you telling me.
Yeah.
In your own.
Yeah, it's that time, man. That was a good time. Cube, NWA, fading out of kind of Big Daddy Kane, LL, DMC.
For a bit, I was really into Fushnikins. You remember them?
Man, now that's when all of those guys kind of got them, DOS Effects.
Right. Straight
all of
from
them
the sewer.
guys, yeah.